Hello, my friends, welcome to White Echo YouTube channel. Today, I will share about a disease that wiped out a third of the world's population at the beginning of the 20th century. Before starting this topic, please click on the subscribe button on my newly created channel. So, let's get started this topic. In the shadows of World War I, a silent killer emerged reshaping the future of global health. The year was 1918, and the world was grappling with a devastating conflict, but a new threat was on the horizon. The Spanish flu, a deadly influenza virus, swept across the globe, leaving a trail of devastation in its wake. Millions perished, families were torn apart, and societies were brought to their knees. The precise origins of the 1918 influenza pandemic remain shrouded in mystery, much like the dense jungles that conceal their secrets. The common belief is that the virus emerged from an avian source, possibly in the United States, but definitive proof remains elusive. Much like a seed carried by the wind, the virus quickly spread, facilitated by the mass movements of troops during World War I. Soldiers, crammed into trenches and transported across continents, became unwitting vectors for the disease. Imagine, if you will, a world at war where soldiers, exhausted and vulnerable, are unknowingly carrying a deadly virus. They return home, bringing the virus with them, and it spreads like wildfire through their communities. The world, already reeling from the horrors of war, was ill-prepared for such a formidable foe. The virus spared no one, crossing borders and oceans with ease. From the bustling streets of London to the remote villages of India, the Spanish flu left its mark. It infiltrated every corner of society, infecting the young and old, rich and poor alike. The world watched in horror as a microscopic enemy wreaked havoc on a global scale. Hospitals overflowed, medical supplies dwindled, and the death toll climbed relentlessly. The pandemic became a stark reminder of the fragility of human life and the interconnectedness of our world. The Spanish flu pandemic of 1918 to 1919 was the deadliest pandemic in world history, infecting some 500 million people across the globe, roughly one-third of the population, and causing up to 50 million deaths. Imagine, if you will, a world where 1 in 3 people you know is struck down by this invisible enemy. Families decimated, villages deserted, the very fabric of society unraveling before our eyes. The virus, with its relentless efficiency, spread through communities like a bushfire, leaving behind a trail of sorrow and despair. Hospitals, overwhelmed by the sheer number of patients, resembled war zones, with doctors and nurses working tirelessly, battling an enemy they could barely comprehend. The world watched in disbelief as a microscopic entity brought humanity to its knees. The pandemic became a grim testament to the destructive power of nature, a stark reminder of our vulnerability in the face of such a formidable foe. The symptoms of the Spanish flu were, in many ways, similar to those of the seasonal flu we experience today. A fever, chills, muscle aches, and a hacking cough, all too familiar signs of the body's battle against a viral invader. However, the Spanish flu was far more insidious, its effects more profound and devastating. The virus, with its relentless assault on the respiratory system, often led to pneumonia, a serious complication that filled the lungs with fluid, making breathing a desperate struggle. Imagine, if you will, the terror of feeling your own body betraying you, your lungs struggling to draw in each breath as the virus tightened its grip. The fever, a raging inferno within, consuming your strength and leaving you weak and vulnerable. The cough, a relentless assault on your chest, each rasping breath a reminder of the invisible enemy ravaging your body. For many, the symptoms progressed with terrifying speed, leaving little time for treatment or intervention. The virus, a silent predator, could strike down a healthy individual within days, leaving behind a trail of devastation and heartbreak. Unlike previous influenza outbreaks, the Spanish flu exhibited a chilling predilection for young adults, those in the prime of their lives, aged 20 to 40 years. This demographic, typically resilient and robust, found themselves unexpectedly vulnerable to the virus's deadly embrace. Imagine, if you will, a world where the very individuals who form the backbone of society, the builders, the creators, the protectors, are struck down in their prime. The virus, with its cruel indifference, did not discriminate, tearing through families and communities, leaving behind a void that could never be filled. The loss of this generation, the lifeblood of the world, had a profound impact on societies, hindering progress and leaving an enduring scar on the global psyche. The pandemic became a stark reminder of the fragility of life, the capricious nature of fate, and the enduring power of hope in the face of adversity. The Spanish flu pandemic brought about massive social disruption. transforming the very fabric of daily life. Schools, theaters, churches, and businesses were forced to close, their doors shuttered against the invisible enemy. Citizens were ordered to wear masks, their faces obscured by a thin veil of protection, a constant reminder of the unseen threat lurking in the air. Bodies piled up in makeshift morgues, a grim testament to the scale of the tragedy unfolding around the world. Imagine, if you will, a world where the bustling streets fall silent, the laughter of children replaced by an eerie stillness, the familiar rhythm of life disrupted, replaced by fear and uncertainty. The world, once vibrant and connected, now fragmented and isolated, as communities retreated into themselves, seeking solace and safety in the face of an invisible enemy. The pandemic became a stark reminder of the delicate balance of human society, the vulnerability of our interconnected world, and the enduring strength of the human spirit in the face of adversity. In early 1920, the deadly worldwide march of the Spanish flu finally came to an end, leaving behind a world scarred but resilient. The virus, though vanquished, left an indelible mark on history, its lessons engraved in the annals of time. The 1918 influenza pandemic highlighted the importance of public health infrastructure, the need for global cooperation, and the critical role of scientific research in combating infectious diseases. Imagine, if you will, a world grappling with the aftermath of a pandemic, picking up the pieces, rebuilding lives and communities. The lessons learned from this global tragedy paved the way for advancements in virology, epidemiology, and public health policy. The world, forever changed by the experience, emerged stronger, more aware of the interconnectedness of human health and the importance of preparedness in the face of future threats. The Spanish flu pandemic, a century-old tragedy, serves as a poignant reminder of the importance of historical pandemics in understanding modern public health challenges. By studying the past, we gain valuable insights into the nature of infectious diseases, the dynamics of their spread, and the effectiveness of various interventions. This knowledge empowers us to develop more effective strategies for preventing and mitigating future pandemics, safeguarding the health of our world. For further exploration of this pivotal period in history, I encourage you to delve into the resources mentioned in the description below. These sources offer a wealth of information, providing a deeper understanding of the Spanish flu pandemic and its enduring legacy. Stay informed, stay healthy, and remember the lessons of the past. If you want to see the videos that will be posted later, please subscribe and like to my channel. If you are interested in topics, please write in the comments. See you in the next video. Thanks for watching till the end. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.